real estate. All right, and we are live. Good morning.
Good
So
morning.
it's like 11 a.m., 8 a.m. across the US. And today I have here with me a very special guest, and we will be talking about the pros and cons of AI in real estate. And our guest for today is one of our team leaders for our virtual assistant, um, OceanClick Virtual Solutions Company. And I believe the team name is the Blacklist. Such a cool name.
Yes, the blacklist. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. And with me is John James Venita, or in the Philippines, we call him JJ, but I'm going to call you John just for today because we have our US audience.
That's fine. And yeah, thank you for having me.
Awesome. Okay, so as I've mentioned, we are going to talk about the pros and cons of AI in real estate because that's, I believe, where the virtual industry is heading towards. I mean, it's very hot right now. It's like, that's the topic that everyone is talking about. So, JJ, can you tell me what has your experience, or John, what has your experience been with using AI in your work as a virtual assistant?
Right. So, as a virtual assistant working with real estate in client, AI has helped me create compelling narratives to help promote whatever it is that I am trying to showcase on my client's social media website, such as the description in a social media post or the contents of the post itself, saving a lot of time and effort, which is great.
Awesome, because that's really what their, I guess, objective is for developing AI, right? How to make our work easier, and so that we can focus on the more creative side of coming up with ideas. So, what recent AI trends are there in the real estate industry that you know of or that you've been using?
Actually, there are several recent AI trends in the real estate industry that are helping to transform the way the industry operates. There's predictive analytics, which is basically AI can analyze data like market trends and customer behavior to help professionals make better decisions on whether to buy or sell properties, property values, and investment opportunities. Virtual augmented reality is one thing. These technologies allow clients to view properties remotely, saving time and reducing the need for in person visits, especially since we've just had the recent pandemic with Corona. And
Yeah.
this really has greatly impacted that one. There's also chatbots and virtual assistants. These can help manage customer inquiries, automate routine tasks, and provide personalized recommendations. And one last thing, the smart homes. And as we all know, AI technology integrated into smart home devices can automate tasks like adjusting temperature or turning off lights based on the occupant's behavior, providing more convenient and personalized
Wow.
experience for clients.
Wow, it's really different these days. I mean, when when I started in the real estate industry, a lot of those were very, let's say, manual. So people really had to go the long way or long route of, like, even for real estate agents, they did like the door to door. And I mean, even until now, it's still better to go to a property or, a home and walk around it. But then we all know life is busy. We have a lot of things to do, and we have our jobs, but at the same time we want to, you know we want to make sure that we choose the right property for us, for our client, if you're a real estate agent, right? And so now we have tools
Right.
that can help us kind of mimic this experience to the best. But then it's also saving a lot of time, right? Because then
Right.
it's quite
Exactly.
easy just to just check like based on what you're looking for.
Yeah, because overall, these AI trends are helping to enhance the real estate industry's efficiency, accuracy, and customer satisfaction. That's basically the main goal of that one.
Exactly. There you go. So, I guess that's part of the benefits that an AI might specifically provide to the real estate industry. But there are also other, I believe, other industries that are in support of the real estate industry. And I believe you also have experience, for example, with the architectural industry. Like, can you tell us a little
Mhm.
bit more about that? Like, in that industry, what kind of AIs are you also using in support? Because it's an industry that's supporting the real estate industry.
As for architectural industry, well, basically, there's no replacing yet our the minds of our generic or organic architects, and so basically, right now we're using Chat GPT, so to help us, formulate some words or formulate some descriptions that we might need or better help us in um, depicting all the necessary information that we have to relay to our clients. And so, yeah, well, as for me, my client is mostly pushing into using ChatGPT so as to reduce the time delay and basically um, make the job easier for me. And I'm thankful for that one.
Yeah, awesome. And while they're trying to figure out how to fix our audio problem, so our producer is like at the background, like waving his arms around. um, but yeah, I guess like what they're using Chat GPT for in the architectural industry is also applicable in the real estate industry, because we do want to come up with definitions as to the properties and make sure that your clients are able to picture out what the property is all about based on the description that you have for the property. So AI tools can be extremely helpful in terms of that. And as Jay mentioned, as John mentioned, there's a lot of AI tools right now that can help us with that kind of process. So we were talking about like the benefits and what's good about it, but are there any drawbacks? Like, what are the drawbacks of applying AI?
Right. So, while there are many potential benefits to using AI in the real estate industry, it's important to consider the potential drawbacks as well. So one is bias. AI systems can only be as unbiased as the data they are trained on. So it's important to ensure that the data used to train these systems is diverse and representative to prevent perpetuating biases and discriminatory outcomes. So one thing also is technical complexity. So implementing and maintaining AI systems can be quite complex and require specialized expertise. This can be a challenge for smaller companies or those without the resources to invest in AI. So, and also one major thing, major disadvantage of AI is job displacement. As AI systems automate routine tasks, there is a risk of job displacement, particularly for those in roles that involve repetitive or manual tasks. And lastly, lack of human touch. While AI can be incredibly useful, it can't replicate the human touch that some clients may desire. This can result in reduced customer satisfaction and loyalty. So it's important to consider these potential drawbacks and weigh them against the benefits when considering implementing AI in real estate or any other industry.
Gotcha, gotcha. Because, of course, when you're buying a property, I'm just looking at this from a buyer's perspective, right? When you're buying your property, especially for first time home buyers, it's really an emotional purchase. I mean, not all, but most of the time, because it's going to be your first time buying your first home, and it's most likely for your family. So it's a personal experience. And as you mentioned, using AI tools could replace that human connection, that
Right.
that that feeling of really going through all the process yourself, the ups and downs in searching for your first home. So sometimes the joy is in the process, but again, as you mentioned, it's like there's pros and there's cons. So it's really just weighing both both sides. As for the real estate agents side, it would really help with the repetitive tasks, I believe, right? Um,
Right.
but you did mention that just learning the systems and making sure you're updated, it does take time. And since the technology is developing fast, you might need to focus a lot of your time doing that instead of focusing your time in what you specialize on, which is real estate.
Yes. Yes, because basically, we can consider that one as an investment. So we're not,
Mhm.
though we're not spending money, or let's just say we're spending money to um, purchase or avail AI, but then again, we're also investing our time since we've got to learn AI personally and effectively, so to make it more useful for us. Because at the end of the day, we just want everything to be seamless. We want everything to be um, as easy as it gets, so as to make our tasks more, as useful to us as we need it to be.
Exactly. And one of our viewers in TikTok, Rishabel, she's asking, why is there an echo? Let's ask our technical director. Why is there an echo? We're trying to troubleshoot that. Thank you for pointing that out, Rishabel. I don't know if that's Rishabel, Rich, or Bell. Um, yes, we are going to try to lower our volumes. We have very loud voices, I guess. That his microphone is picking my voice. Probably my microphone is picking up his voice. We are actually in the same office. If you can see our virtual background, which is not real, but we are in the same office. So we'll try to lower the volume, I guess. Our microphones are very sensitive. It's actually good for when you are in a public place. So I'm quite far, but that's how powerful our microphones are. So yeah, that's yeah, Richibald is saying mine is the one that's echoing, but his is not. So I think it's his microphone that's very powerful, that it's able to detect my voice as well. So maybe we can lower his volume for his microphone a little bit. Is there a setting that we can lower the microphone setting? Because you know what? I can also hear myself.
Yeah. Just
I'm
adjust
going
settings.
to lower my voice. So I guess I'm used to hosting with a large audience and my voice is very loud. So I will try my best to just whisper. Even when I'm whispering, I could still hear myself. But yeah, thank you, Richabel, for letting us know. That's very helpful because we do want people to hear what we are talking about without that
Yeah,
annoying
I'm not
echo,
sure
right?
because this is supposed to be a noise canceling headphone, so everything should be isolated. So, but let me just make some adjustments here on my end to make it more easier
Yes.
for our viewers.
So I'm like, it's proven I have a loud voice. All right. I cannot hear myself that much anymore, so I'm hoping it's a little bit better. So, guys, if you still hear that echo, let us know. But yeah, as we were talking, let's go back to our topic. It's just really the balancing of what's best for you, especially with the time that you have. If you have a lot of time to learn AI and the different different softwares that uses AI, if you also have the budget to try those AIs out, then you should because that's really where we're heading. But if time is somehow something that you do not have, we do have agents, we do have teams, we do have team leaders in OceanClick that can do that for you. Um, and that's really what you do, isn't it, JJ? Like making sure you are up to date to the different kinds of tools, especially as
So,
for. Mhm, go ahead.
yeah, where well, if you're looking for the human touch and yeah, the basically the human aspect of customer service, then uh, we are what you're looking for.
There you go. So, what tips can you give those who would like to use AI, especially for those in the real estate industry or for their real estate business?
Yeah. So, what I can say is go for it. AI for me is a great tool to consider in any kind of business, not just in real estate, as long as it is implemented correctly. You can start small with a specific task or process and work your way up. This will help you gain confidence and identify potential challenges early on. Get the right expertise, of course. Implementing and maintaining AI systems can be technically complex, so it's important to have the right expertise on your team. Consider hiring or partnering with experts in AI to ensure you're implementing the technology correctly and responsibly. And finally, don't neglect the human touch. While AI can provide many benefits, it's important not to neglect the human touch that's so important in the, industries like real estate. Consider how you can use AI to augment and enhance the human touch rather than replacing it altogether. And I agree that it's crucial to use this technology in an ethical and responsible way to ensure that it benefits everyone involved.
There you go. It's really kind of people are looking into it and people are experimenting with it, but there are still the pros and cons. And but yeah, our advice is to really go for it, really try it out because you don't want to be left behind. And for those that are really intimidated by technology, you may want to have someone to walk you through all of this. So, what you can do, as John just mentioned, is you can hire a team to help you out. For example, those that are always keeping themselves up to date in these kinds of technology, the different software. I think almost every week there's a new AI software that's coming out, right? That's saying, I mean, I've just been scrolling through TikTok a lot, and a lot of content creators are suggesting a lot of different kinds of AI tools. So if you're really stumped as to like, oh my God, there are so many AI tools that they're suggesting. What you can do is go to Google and just Google AI tools, right? Or for the real estate industry, AI tools for real estate. You can really start, that could be your step one. Because again, it could be really intimidating. Um, of course, AI tools you'll have to pay, but I don't think they're that expensive. It could range from there are AI tools that has free, I think, 1 week or 1 month usage,
And
right?
indeed, there are AI tools that offers free subscription, but and
Mhm.
on top of having premium services like uh, let's say faster responses, more storage, and all that. That's just for paid subscribers, but there are really AI services that allows everyone to make use of its resources without having to pay a monthly subscription. Just take for example ChatGPT. ChatGPT allows us to make use of its resources without any limits. However, if you want if you want for a faster service, and other features that ChatGPT is
Mhm.
offering, then you should avail their monthly subscription.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you have it.
It's just like Canva, right? For those who are familiar with Canva, there's the free version wherein you can use it, but you can't use their premium designs. It's just the same with any other software. There's the free version, but if you want more, then there's a fee for that. But their free version, is it for like especially for those trying it out for the first time? Do you think it's good enough for real estate agents that are just starting to use it?
Well, it really depends on how they use it, really.
Hmm.
So if they want to, just be the basic kind of, let's say, for Canva, for design, they just want the basic design, basic text, and all that.
Hmm.
They can use it for free. But if they want the whole and premium uh, package that Canva offers, then they could go for it, invest on it, and let's they can check if they can return their they have a return of investment with regards to that one, and really just but what I can say is a study on it first. You have to weigh the pros and cons of availing this kind of product before you try to get it, and apply it once you've made the decision.
So I believe what we can do, what OceanClick Virtual Solutions can do from our end, isn't it, is that if they do want to try a certain software, they can have us look into it and give them suggestions based on their goals and their objectives and why they want to use it, and then we can suggest whether um, the basic free version is enough or if they should get the premium version. So, consulting with us is for free, right?
Right.
And so, when you're going to chat GPT, what do you need to search? Just chat GPT. Let's go to the
Um,
basic steps.
yeah. Basically, it's easy to search for ChatGPT. It's either you can check OpenAI or use you just type in ChatGPT itself, and where you're in there, you just register. You can register using a unique username of your choosing, or connect it to your Google. So that way, it's much more convenient. And so the way to use ChatGPT is it's like you're just conversing with a friend. If you're trying to ask something like, let's say, uh, "Hey, I want something like this. Can you make?" Can you tell me how to make how to make this, or can you tell me the recipe of this? Then ChatGPT basically just scours the internet and gives you the answer that you need. And if you're ever looking for, let's say, um, can you please give me a proper or professional way of greeting someone via email? Then ChatGPT will give you the basic um, response to that one. But if you try to ask for, hey, I'm trying to greet Mr. X, and I'm part of a company that does this kind of service. Can you please give me a professional greeting to send over to him? Then ChatGPT will then construct a unique um, e- uh, email message that would incorporate all the information that you've given me, so as to make it much more easier for you to um, send to whoever it is you're sending to. And if you're not actually satisfied with the response that ChatGPT has given you, you can just simply click regenerate response. Or if the response is too generic or too professional for your taste, then you can, let's say, reply to the message and just say make it more human, or make it more conversational. Then ChatGPT will then take that question, apply it to the previous inquiry that you had, and generate another response that would be much more suited to the question that you had. And one last thing that is amazing about ChatGPT is that it stores all your uh, responses, or all your inquiries in
Uh-huh.
kind of a conversational way, like, or let's say the chat that you're having in Facebook, like Facebook Messenger. It stores all that information in category of, like, as your friends. In ChatGPT, it stores the information in a way that it categorizes everything. Like, on this day, you searched for about email templates. On this other day, you searched for recipes about a certain type of dish. So anytime if you go back to your account, you can just simply click on that response, and you can go back to that conversation. Maybe you can add to that conversation, or just simply you know get that information again, copy, and then apply it to whatever it is that you're needed to.
That's brilliant, really, right? Like, it's really AI. But I like that there is categorization. So it's easy for you to go back there if there is something similar that arises. You don't have to always start from scratch. So we end, like, personally, um, how has it made your life easier?
um Life in general, it hasn't made much an impact yet, since as a person, for me personally, I don't really uh, used it that much. But for work, man, it has really given me a lot of free time. It has allowed me to learn new things as well, since I've been using it to, uh, try to search some, basically just random things, not just related for work, that might be interesting for work. But yeah, it has really helped me a lot. It has made my work so much easier for me and for my client. And yeah, I'm really thankful for it, for whoever made it.
Awesome. Thanks, John. And just to also reply to a comment from one of our viewers in Facebook, she said, Carl, Angeli said, seems like the mic volume is too high. It reverberates. So we did have some technical issues with our microphone, with our audio. So hopefully we learn from this, and we're is this the first time that we used TikTok to really talk and listen instead of restream. So this is also kind of like a learning episode for us, and we'll do better next week. Okay. So John, thank you so much for imparting with us your experience with AI tools for the real estate industry and other industries. And thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Thanks to you as well for inviting me, for having me. And it's really great to share all the information that I have with regards to all of these people and to you. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. So, to everyone watching, please stay tuned for our next episode, next podcast next week, which is important social media trends in 2023. So, it's not just going to be AI, but all the different social media trends this year. All right. So, once again, to everyone watching, thank you so much. Click, watch, and connect. And make sure to follow us on Ocean Click TV.